What is going on, guys? Diamond Flame 2 coming back with a brand new video. So today I'm trying out something a little bit new. This is the return of Rapid Racing review. And we're going to be talking about the Clash. We're going to be talking about some news out of the Stuart Haas camp, and we're going to be talking about some overall just things that I'm ready for this season and I'm looking forward to, because I haven't had some over the summer to cover crucial points. So we'll get right into that. Let's go through the driver lineup for the Great American Race. So, in the 00 car, we have Quinn Hoff. In the 1, we have Kurt Busch. In the 2, we have Brad Keselowski. In the 3, we have Austin Dillon. In the 4, we have Kevin Harvick. In the 6, we have Ryan Newman. In the 8, we have Tyler Reddick. In the 9, we have Chase Elliott. In the 10, we have Eric Almirola. In the 11 car, we have Denny Hamlin. In the 12, we have Ryan Blaney. 13 is Ty Dillon. In the 14, we have Clint Boyer. In the 15, we have Brendan Poole. In the 16, we have Justin Haley. In the 17, we have Chris Buescher. In the 18, we have Kyle Busch. In the 19, we have MTJ. In the 20, we have Eric Jones. In the 21, we have Matt Benedetto. In the 22, we have Joey Logano. In the 24, we have William Byron. In the 27, we have Reed Sorensen. In the 32, we have Corey LaJoie. In the 34, we have Michael McDowell. In the 36, we have David Reagan. In the 37, we have Ryan Preece. In the 38, we have John Hunter Nemechek. In the 41, we have Cole Custer. In the 42, we have Kyle Larson. In the 43, we have Bubba Wallace. In the 47, we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. In the 48, we have Jimmy Johnson. In the 49, we have Chad Fincham. In the 51, we have Joey Gase. In the 52, we have BJ McLeod. In the 54, we have JJ Yaley returning. In the 62, we have Brendan Gaughan. I hope he can get a really strong run here. In the 66, we have Timmy Hill. In the 77, we have Ross Chastain. In the 88, we have Alex Bowman. In the 95, we have Christopher Bell. And rounding out your field, in the 96, we have Daniel Suarez. So that is your lineup for the Great American Race. 3 guys will be going home. It'll be interesting to see who those 3 guys are. I would do predictions. Honestly, I think it's going to be Timmy Hill, Chad Fincham, and let's see here, scrolling through here quickly, and Brendan Poole in the 15. Those are my predictions. Oh no, Quinn Hoff in the 00. That's who I was going to say. So, new teams. New teams. We have guys that stand out on new teams. We have Tyler Reddick's now full-time in the 8, moving who the hell was it? Daniel Hemrick, that's what it was. Moving him to, he's running for junior part-time, I think, and I think for Jimmy Johnson's spot next year, it's going to be whoever does better between Noah Gragson or Daniel Hemrick. Let's see, what other big changes do we got? We have Chris Buescher in the 17 car, replacing, more doing a driver swap with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is now piloting the 47 car, and that moves Ryan Preece to the 37 car that Chris Buescher ran. So it's kind of like a driver triangle swap, kind of. What else do we got? Matty D, as we know, is running the 21 now. This will be an improvement from where he is. He's now alliance with Penske and their 3-car team. I do believe he will be doing better than Ryan Blaney this year. Other big things that we have: David Reagan is coming back for the Daytona 500. I don't know how long. I don't know how much he will be back. Matt Tifft is being replaced by John Hunter Nemechek. Well, John Hunter Nemechek's technically replacing David Reagan in the 38, and David Reagan's running the 36 part-time because he's running the Daytona 500. But John Hunter Nemechek was announced to be replacing John Hunter Nemechek, or not John Hunter Nemechek. Yep, John Hunter Nemechek's replacing John Hunter Nemechek, guys. But no, John Hunter Nemechek is replacing Matt Tifft due to Matt Tifft having seizures and health problems later on into the season, and he had another seizure in December after the season happened. We have Cole Custer in the 41 after Suarez getting booted, and now Suarez is in the 96 car. I think they are Penske, or not Penske affiliated. I think they are Gibbs affiliated for this race. I could be wrong, but Suarez is now full-time in the 96 car, so he's got a huge downgrade from the last 2 teams he was on. But Cole Custer is in the 41. Is that it? Oh yeah, Christopher Bell's in the 95, replacing Matt Benedetto. But that's all the big driver changes I see. Ross Chastain has part-time alliance. I think it's for 2 races with Spire Motorsports and Chip Ganassi Racing in the 77 car. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with the Daytona 500 practices, the first 2 of them. I have the lineup here. We will do the top 10 from these 2 practices. So, practice number 1 had Ty Dillon with the fastest car with his best speed at 203.529 miles an hour. And then we have Ricky Stenhouse, Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Martin Truex Jr., that's top 5, Christopher Bell in 6th, Kyle Busch in 7th. So right there you can kind of see that the JGR cars are working together, but they're still not the fastest when they're working together, which raises questions because the first 2 fastest cars in this practice are Chevys. So, and they beat the Toyota tandem. Does that mean they were with the Toyota tandem, or could Chevy be the fastest car here going into Speed Weeks? Then getting on into 8th, we have Daniel Suarez in the 96. Yet again, probably working with that Toyota alliance because he is a Toyota. 9th, we have David Reagan. And 10th, we have Matt DiBenedetto. That's insane to me that these guys, David Reagan is up there. But going back, those were the only 2 Chevys up there. The next Chevy in practice 1 is an 18th, and that's Bubba Wallace. Then it's Poole, LaJoie, Kesel, and then Elliott, and then wow, okay. So my boy Byron finished practice 1 in 30th. That's not good. Chastain, yeah. So maybe that the whole thing I had about the Chevys was wrong. Moving on into practice 2. We have Bubba Wallace taking practice 2. Then we have Cole Custer taking 2nd. Then we have John Hunter Nemechek in 3rd, Alex Bowman in 4th, Jimmy Johnson in 5th, Chase Elliott in 6th, William Byron in 7th. Here we go. That proves that they probably have a lot of time. I'm sorry for the background music over this. I'm using the playroom to see how it comes out. I don't know if it's picking up, but yeah, that's that. Then we have 8th, Denny Hamlin, 9th, Ricky Stenhouse, 10th, Clint Boyer. So that kind of shows to me that Chevys have speed. It wasn't as fast as practice 1, but I think practice 2 was probably more qualifying based since Chevy was up there, and practice 1 was more race based with the tandems and everything, because you don't have all the Chevys up there, or not the Chevys, you don't have all the Toyotas up there, because I think it was a single run qualifying, and they don't really tend to do good in single run qualifying like that. So moving on, we will have a contract extension by Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is now going through 2023. I thought personally that he was going to end this season, and that would be his last season, and Chase Briscoe would replace him. But that's not going to be the case. Moving on, we'll see how that works. I thought he was going to go up to the booth. But moving on here, let's talk about the clash practices. Well, the single practice, the sole practice. I don't know if I have the lineup on my phone, but I do know, if I can find it, I don't know if I can, but I do know that who had the fastest time, and that was Eric Jones. Eric Jones had the fastest time in clash practice, so practice there. I don't have the lineup on my phone. I am sorry about that for that practice. But let's go to the starting lineup in the clash. This is a random drawn, random order thing. So this is going to be random. So starting on pole position, randomly drawn, is none other than Mr. Shrek himself, Ryan Newman. In second, we have the horse, Brad Keselowski. In third, we have Martin Truex Jr. and MTJ. That's interesting. Fourth, we have Chili Bowl winner in 2020 after getting 3 second places in a row to Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. And in fifth, rounding out your top 5, we have Eric Almirola. In sixth, we have Mr. Partier himself, Clint Boyer. In seventh, we have the young gun, William Byron, my boy. In eighth, we have Alex the Showman Bowman. In ninth, we have the M&M man with the paint scheme I disrespect because they have the championship thing on it. I get it, I just don't like it. I think they should have just stick to the classic M&Ms. That is Kyle Busch. And rounding out your top 10, we have Mr. I don't know, number 4, Kevin Harvick. In 11th, we have your most popular driver and really nice paint scheme, Chase Elliott. Then in 12th, we have the fastest guy in practice, that is Eric Jones. And then in 13th, we have the guy that started when he was way too young in 16. That is Joey Logano. In 14th, we have the driver of the number 12 Ford with Ryan Blaney. In 15th, we have one of my least favorite drivers. That would be Austin Dillon. And in 16th, we have 7-time Jimmy Johnson. And then rounding out, and then in 17th, we have the monster guy, the 2004 NASCAR Cup champion. I know that because that was the year I was born. That is Kurt Busch. And rounding out the field, in 18th, my least favorite driver ever, can't stand him at all. That is going to be Denny Hamlin. Hate him. So that's your qualifying run. It's really, it was random, so we'll see how that works. I'm very interested to see, and we'll be watching for this race, how how the Toyotas get together and work together, and how the Chevys get together and work together, and if the Chevys of Rick Hendricks or Hendrick Motorsports will be working with the Toyotas of JGR like we seen last year and their alliance that they had going. That'll be another interesting thing to see. Yeah, so I think now I'm going to get into my predictions for this year. So for this part, I'm going to be doing predictions. I'm not going to be doing all the top guys like Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. I'm going to be doing more of the guys that had a season, but they just didn't make it far. Like Chase Elliott, I might do as we get later on. We'll see. But I'm going to be doing guys like Matty D, William Byron, guys like that had seasons that were improvement seasons, but they weren't anything dominating. Alex Bowman I might do. So we'll see. But first off, I have Matty D. Good old Matty D, one of my favorite people to follow on Snapchat. I have him having 3 wins this season, 1 at Bristol, 1 at Sonoma, 1 at Watkins Glen. William Byron, I have getting 1 to 2 wins. Maybe at Daytona, he's my Daytona pick. Other than that, I really just have him doing 1 or 2 wins. I have him getting a lot of second places. I have him this being like Chase's year, but not with the breakout at the end once he gets his first win, where he gets the 2 more right after in the 11 races or whatever. But that's that. I don't see him getting that big of a breakout, but next season will be a season to remember for William Byron. You heard it here first. Moving on, I'm going to be doing, let's do Alex Bowman. I have him getting 1 win. I don't really have high hopes for that team right now. I still think they need another year to kind of get their communications ready up and stuff. We've seen how long it took them with Dale Jr. and even when Dale Jr. retired, they didn't really have that with Greg Ives. But they're getting there, and it's going to be something to watch in the future. Honestly, I don't have 7-time getting any. I have 7-time. He has a good season. He has a better season than last season, but I don't have him getting any wins. I have him making the round of 12. I pretty much don't know any other drivers to do. I'm just scrolling through the list here of these guys quickly. Oh yeah, let's go with the new teams. So yeah, so I should yeah. So this has been my preview of the Clash. There's a little predictions in here, and there's a little talk about the Great American Race. But thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications to join the Flame Nation. Road to 50. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.